Hey, if you want stronger, more reliable erections, then of course you're going to have to make some changes to your diet. And what I'm going to do today is give you some choices, some options so you can choose a better diet and stick to it. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a sexual performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And as a sexual performance coach, obviously you have to talk about what you eat because you do that every day and that does have an effect on your body. And so specifically what I'm going to do is give you some options for the types of foods that you can eat that will take you from where you are, guide you through to a point where you're getting even better food into your system. So it's an easy process and you will stick to it. And as a bonus, I'm going to tell you the craziest thing I have ever heard concerning red meat. I mean, it's literally insane. But as always, if you like what you hear, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. And what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, let's talk about why you need to change, because you want to have that impetus, that reason for doing it. And the first is just easy. Meat. Meat clogs up your system. It clogs up your arteries and the veins, and of course that affects your erections first. And just remember, a single animal-based meal can increase inflammation by 70% and decrease blood flow by 29%. And of course, that is bad for your erections. And just the obvious, this meat eating experiment we've been doing for the past 150 years, where the meat has become industrialized and we have meat surrounding us, even if there's no farms surrounding us. Yeah, the effects have been bad. Diabetes, hypertension, erectile dysfunction, diabetes in children now, type 2 diabetes at age 5. I mean, it's insane. So we're going to look at ways we can get away from all of this. And I just want to say real quick, all animals are the same. It doesn't matter if they run, fly, swim. If you're eating it, if it moves, it got killed and you consumed it, it's going to be a problem for your body. Now, the healthiest diet possible is a whole plant-based diet. And that means that there's no processing. You're as close to the source as possible. Now, there's a difference between vegetarian, a vegan, and a whole plant-based diet. And basically it's like this. As a vegetarian, you don't eat meat, but you do eat milk and dairy products. Well, and just to let you know, milk increases estrogen in your body and decreases testosterone. And so for vegans don't eat meat, they don't eat dairy, but they do eat plant processed foods. And of course, as I mentioned, with the whole plant-based diet, there's no plant processing in it. It's just as close to the source as possible. It's not applesauce, it's the actual apple. And just really quick for myself, you know, when I first started this channel, started this journey, I was already at 80% vegan, 20%, you know, just meat, just whenever, you know, it just happened to be around if my mother made something. But now I've changed up just from doing the research and talking with you guys, just realizing that, yeah, I need to go more whole plant-based. So I'm now 80% whole plant-based, 20% vegan. And why did I do that? Well, because like I always say, you have to walk away from crazy. You can't just say one day go from like, oh, I'm eating cows every day to like, oh, just gonna be just all whole plant-based. I mean, you can do it, but the question is, are you going to be able to stick to it? So what I'm going to give you right now are some options so you can transition over. And the first thing to realize is that there is more plant-based foods that's going into the regular grocery stores. I mean, it used to be the domain of Whole Foods or a My Organic Market, you know, those types of stores, but now it's in the regular grocery stores. And the reason why is for the past 2 years, the plant-based food market has grown by 31%, and the other segments only grew by 4% because people are now wanting more of this. Come on, hop on the train. One of the products that I like is actually called Beyond Beef, and they have, you know, the ground plant-based beef, ground plant-based sausage, and also the burgers, and it tastes great. And they're made from natural things like pea, mung bean, fava beans, brown rice, sunflower oil, coconut oil, just all natural. And one of my favorites is this puppy right here, Just Egg. It is amazing. I like eggs. I mean, you know, I used to work at McDonald's morning shift. I was making eggs all the time. So it looks like eggs. It tastes like eggs. And it's just great, but it's made from mung bean. When it comes to milk, you have a whole slew of options. You don't have to get that cow's milk and that decreasing your testosterone. You can get the almond milk, cashew milk, rice milk, hemp milk. hemp milk, and oat milk. You have a wide variety there. And there are a bunch of brands that are coming out with more products. We're talking about, like I said before, Beyond Meat, Boca, Gardenia, Garden Burger, Light Life. They're cranking it out. It's a huge move because people are shifting away from eating so much meat. Even Burger King is now in on the act. They have their Impossible Burger, which I love. It tastes like a regular burger. Even in Chipotle's, they have their sofritas, which is soy-based. And I just want to add one thing. There are a lot of products that are not as heavily soy-based as they used to be. But when it comes to soy, what the research is saying for soy is that the soy has phytoestrogen. This is an estrogen that actually combines with your testosterone to block other estrogen to get into your testosterone. And because of that, you don't have your testosterone turning into estrogen. That was a concern. It's not the case. You don't have to worry about that. That's the latest research. Now, let me give you some things to watch out for. And the first thing is to pay attention to your body. These are new products. Your body's not used to it. So, you may need to watch out just to make sure it's like, okay, is this working for you? Not all foods are going to sit well with you. So you do need to pay attention to the ingredients. And of course, don't go crazy. Don't overcompensate. Don't say, hey, you know what? I'm going vegan, so therefore I can eat as much vegan cake and vegan ice cream and vegan cookies as I want. No, you can't. It's still food. You still have to pay attention to the volume, how much you're eating and what you're eating. And of course, you're going to need to plan for the holidays, plan for get-togethers. Not everybody's going to be ready for you to be on this, transition on that food, but maybe they just don't care about your erections. So for you need to make these changes. So just prepare for it. Now, here's the crazy thing I was talking about before. It's insane. Just think about it right quick. You're driving down the road and you see some roadkill on the side of the road. It's just straight. It's not moving. And you've seen all the zombie movies. And every zombie movie, they're all gray because, it's dead. There's no blood moving. So, as soon as something dies, the body's no blood moving, everything changes, and it turns gray. So how is it that the meat that's in the meat section in the grocery store is still red? It's been red for weeks now, and then you could stick it in your freezer and it'll stay red for daggone near a year. And the reason why is because it's been gassed with carbon monoxide. Yes, carbon monoxide, the thing that, you inhale it, you can die. Carbon monoxide. It mixes with the blood and it turns it bright red. It also, it disguises it because now, even if the food is spoiling, it still looks red. So if you're inhaling it in large amounts, you're dead. Even small exposure to it can cause headaches, fatigue, and confusion, also known as itis. So in conclusion, a plant-based diet is much better for you. Look for plant-based substitutes in the stores. There are a lot of them coming out now. Jay-Z is invested in it. Chris Paul, the basketball star, is into Beyond Meat. And the goal is to move toward whole plant-based diet, but you have a lot of substitutes in the meantime, so you don't feel like you're stressing out about it. And as I just mentioned, red meat, all meat is bad for you, but red meat, come on, carbon monoxide. It's carbon monoxide. So the question of the day is, do you have a plant-based substitute that you're using right now, whether it's the almond milk or some of the different burgers that are out there? Answer in the comment section below. And if you like what you heard, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so we can get more of this information out to you. And check out the other videos that we have available. And as always, get your game up. This is Uncle B saying peace out.